The connection between naval vessels and the communities they serve represents not only a sense of shared identity, but also a source of reassurance during times of crisis. In 2015, the Navy's Evacuee ship was tasked with escorting more than 400 Chinese citizens home from conflict-affected Yemen. 11 years later, one of those evacuees learned that the Evacuee was hosting an open-day event in Qingdao, Shandong province, and made a special trip to the port to visit the ship again. At the Qingdao Olympic Sailing Center wharf, we met Miao Wang. He arrived with his entire family, hoping to once again board the Evacuee, the ship that had brought him safely back to China. We also prepared a small gift, a handmade craft. After 11 years, the Evacuee had finally come to Qingdao. With permission from the crew, Miao Wang and his family entered the cabin where he had once stayed. At the time, the situation in Yemen was extremely unstable. The airport and surrounding roads had been damaged, making it nearly impossible to leave by air. When the Chinese Navy arrived to evacuate us, we knew we would finally be able to return home. The crew lent us their own bunks and bedding in this cabin. I later learned that some of them slept in the corridors or on the decks so that we could rest safely. The first thing he said to me was, "I'm back, the Navy brought me home." After returning to China, Miao Wang built a new life, got married, and started a family. For 11 years, he has remained deeply grateful to the Evacuee and even named his child Evacuee. Miao is our family name, and the character Yu represents the meaningful memories we carry. I hope he will always stay true to what he values. This care and gratitude, carried for 11 years, finally found expression on the ship's open day. A 3-page letter of appreciation was the couple's special gift to the Evacuee ship. When the 5-star red flag waved in the wind and you stood firmly by our side, we truly felt that our homeland had never forgotten its citizens abroad, and that the Chinese Navy remained a dependable source of support. A national flag can bring reassurance to citizens in danger, and a steel warship can offer a sense of security to those far from home. As written in the letter, during that journey home, the Evacuee became a place of refuge, and the crew felt like trusted family members who helped bring everyone safely out of a conflict-stricken region. Ensuring the safety of our citizens is our mission and responsibility. Seeing the public's support for the Navy and their appreciation for the ship makes me, as a crew member of the Evacuee, feel proud and encouraged. My fellow crew members and I will continue to uphold our original mission, remain dedicated to our posts, strengthen our skills, safeguard our country, and protect every citizen. 11 years ago, the Evacuee, Linyi, and Waishan Lake, 3 ships named after cities in Shandong protected civilians and brought hope across a conflict-torn sea. Today in Qingdao, Shandong, known as the City of the Navy, these vessels demonstrate their long-range capabilities and the nation's maritime strength, continuing to support national interests while maintaining close ties with local communities and the people. On the front lines of a recent Desert Gobi training exercise, an Army brigade conducted a comprehensive mountain infiltration and sniper drill to enhance skills such as precision shooting and coordinated operations. Fully equipped, the sniper team advanced toward the designated mission area. Along the way, they encountered challenging terrain including cliffs and rivers, which they crossed using techniques such as rope-assisted movement. The harsh environment and continuous obstacles significantly drained the team's physical endurance. High-intensity assaults are only the first stage of an infiltration mission. During the approach, the team must select the most effective route based on the terrain while remaining concealed to avoid revealing their intentions. After reaching the intended area, the sniper team quietly took up concealed positions and prepared for engagement. The observer quickly scanned for the target and relayed information to the shooter. The shooter quickly adjusted the aiming point to deliver an accurate shot. The drill was tightly scheduled, leaving no time for adjustments and requiring us to identify high-value targets within a very short window. This placed strict demands on calculating trajectory and firing timing. With crosswinds, even a 0.1 mil correction error could result in mission failure. Our only option is to turn thousands of practice repetitions into instinctive reactions, enabling precise shots during brief firing opportunities. After completing the mission, the sniper team immediately withdrew and removed all traces of their camouflage from the area. During the evacuation, mines were deployed, and the terrain was used to conceal the team's rapid departure from the operational zone. The exercise combined physical, psychological, and technical elements including battlefield awareness and behavioral discipline, effectively strengthening the sniper's ability to perform diverse missions in complex environments. Recently, a unit under the Shenyang Joint Logistics Support Center conducted a full-process drill on unmanned equipment and ammunition delivery to develop a three-dimensional support system. Upon receiving orders, the ammunition support team responded quickly, completing inventory checks, storage, packaging, and other procedures in a timely manner. Personnel used multiple methods to set up field ammunition depots and establish temporary support points. When faced with sudden threats, the security team employed countermeasures such as signal suppression and electromagnetic interference to neutralize low-altitude incursions. A swarm of unmanned aerial vehicles conducted comprehensive battlefield reconnaissance, accurately identifying potential hazards such as unexploded ordnance. The explosive ordnance disposal team used unmanned systems to remotely and precisely neutralize threats, forming a safe and efficient full-process workflow. With the introduction of unmanned intelligent equipment, operational risks have been reduced and overall efficiency improved. During the exercise, in response to battlefield challenges such as damaged roads and blocked routes, multiple types of unmanned equipment worked together to establish a three-dimensional delivery network, creating an ammunition support system that integrates air access, ground mobility, and multi-route penetration. Recently, frequent rainfall in southern regions has placed the Daunting Lake and Poyang Lake basins in the middle reaches of the Yangtze River under flood control conditions. In recent days, many areas have organized joint emergency flood control drills to strengthen rescue and response capabilities. In Suzhou, Jiangsu Province, more than 10 rescue teams from military sub-districts and local water emergency departments conducted joint drills covering 10 areas, including river embankment reinforcement and water rescue operations, improving the rapid response capabilities of both military and local units. Our militia emergency detachment maintains a constant state of readiness, refining procedures and preparing sufficient supplies to ensure rapid deployment and effective response during flood emergencies. In Wuhan, Hubei Province, the 2026 Emergency Mission Flood Control and Rescue Exercise was held along the banks of the Yangtze River. More than 1,100 personnel and over 300 pieces of equipment including helicopters, drones, power boat bridges, and several newly developed tools such as modular bridge systems and inflatable sub-embankments were deployed, with some being used in field conditions for the first time. In Laodi, Huaihua, and other locations in Hunan Province, local People's Armed Forces departments organized militia detachments to conduct emergency disaster relief drills based on past flood control experience, preparing for potential challenges during the flood season. Now, let's look at other news. At 2015 on April 25th, China successfully launched Pakistan's PRS-CEO-3 satellite using a Long March 6 carrier rocket from the Taiyuan Satellite Launch Center. The satellite entered its planned orbit, marking a successful mission. This launch was the 640th flight of the Long March series of carrier rockets. On April 25th local time, a UNSAF mission helicopter experienced a mechanical malfunction and was unable to carry out its assigned task. The 6th rotation of China's peacekeeping helicopter detachment in Evacuee responded promptly, activated its contingency plan, and took off to fill the operational gap. All 4 crews of the detachment were deployed that day, completing a total of 16 sorties.